My name's Paul. Welcome to Paul Perambulates. In this episode, I and some very special guests are in the southwest of England, in Devon, on Dartmoor. Our start point is the Postbridge Visitor Centre. Postcode PL206TH. Grid reference SX646478882. What 3 words? Insects, thickens, challenge. On day 1, we head northwards from Postbridge, parallel to the East Dart River, and then turn roughly westwards via Braddon Tor to Rough Tor. We then turn south, passing Crow Tor, to join up with the West Dart River. We go via Wistman's Wood and Longaford Tor to our stop for the night, Higher White Tor. On day 2, it's a straight walk down from Higher White Tor back to Postbridge and the Visitor Centre. Total distance 13.1 kilometres. Total height gain 510 metres. Total walking time 4 hours and 15 minutes. Postbridge Visitor Centre car park. No gates, but you do have to pay. But probably worth it. It's an attended premises, and if you're leaving your car overnight, it'll be safe. As well as car parking, you've got the visitor centre, toilets, picnic tables. I've arrived in the middle of the day on a Saturday in summer. It's pretty full, but there are still some spaces. People often ask me whether I get lonely when I go out wild camping, and truth be told, yeah, I do. I sometimes wish I could just click my fingers and loads of lovely ladies would appear and want to come wild camping with me. So what have I got to lose? Let's give it a go. Wow. Hi ladies. You want to go wild camping?
Yeah. Nothing else happening.
Sure. Okay. What about that?
Yes. Space for camping up here. Got the tent.
I obviously didn't really make these ladies appear by magic. They are in fact the mums of lots of my 10 Tours trainees from the last few years. All of them have seen what their kids have done, and they've gone on at me about how they'd love to go and do it themselves. And at the end of last year, they finally asked me to take them. And I did. And it mushroomed out of all proportion. But they're loving it, and so am I. Right, what do we think of the idea of wild camping now, ladies? Now we've climbed hundreds of metres.
Woo! Brilliant! Looking forward to taking the paragraph.
We're all still up for it, are we?
Yes.
Let's go over there, I think. It's a nice spot. one's okay, but the next, head in the same direction as Alison's gone. to that one.
Just now passing Wistman's Wood, which is an area of temperate rainforest of a type that really shouldn't grow in this country, but there's some kind of weird microclimate that exists in this valley that enables it to be here. It does struggle though. If you get closer up, the branches are all gnarled and knotted as though they've really struggled to survive. It's so brittle that people aren't actually allowed in it now, and we're not going to go anywhere near it because it is so easy to break it. But it's a weird curiosity. Well done, ladies, you all made it to the top of Higher White Tor. And now we're camping. Right, so yeah, rucksacks off, stoves on, tents up, and we're here for the night. Well, we have a beautiful evening here, ladies. Are you all glad you came? Yes. Brilliant. Yeah, of course I am, yeah. So we've broken out the alcohol, have we? I might have known.
I've got mine.
Yeah.
I've got brandy. Straight out the bottle.
Cheers.
Just need a mug.
Clink, clink.
Very civilised, you two, with your little bottles of wine. Maybe not drinking it out.
We're all enjoying the eating out of the bags bit.
It's alright.
Good plan. just dragged you all out of your tents to watch the sunrise. Am I likely to survive?
No. Yeah. Yeah.
It was worth it then, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I think I did actually see it.
I think it would be fair to say that sunrise on Higher White Tor has gone down fairly well. Okay, we're here with Nikki. Now, of everybody in the group, Nikki is the most important one.
Oh no,
Because-
no, not at all.
Because I have mentioned how Ten Tor's mums have talked to me over the years about how they'd love to come and do hiking and wild camping. And it was Nikki who actually formally proposed the idea to me. Or should we,
Proposed to you, Paul.
should we call it browbeating?
I think so.
Little bit of browbeating. So we've come the whole way now. We've done loads of hikes and now we've done a wild camp. How do you feel about that?
Oh, Paul, it's just fantastic, honestly. I mean, I know when our kids did 10 tours, I just found it like really emotional that seeing them go through that whole journey, and especially Alex, because he was never really a very adventurous kid when he was a lot younger.
Yeah.
And then going through Scouts and particularly 10 tours, I was so proud of him and just what he achieved and what you all achieved, and just seeing him, honestly, it was just one of the most emotional things I've ever seen was my kid like coming over Dartmoor, and it was so special like that whole weekend, and I thought it'd be just so lovely to be part of it, and you felt a bit envious of what they'd achieved. So
Right.
I don't know, ever since then, and I like being outdoors, and I grew up in the Lake District, and I just thought it'd be so lovely to be part of it. And then finally we dropped hints, didn't we, over the years, finally sort of
Yeah.
plucked up the courage to say, go on Paul, please. Anyway, I just think what we've got now as a group is just amazing, and we've really bonded as a lovely group. It's just been so special to kind of have these new friendships and see parts of the countryside that you would never have seen without this group and without you sort of showing us what to do. And to finally do this camp, it's just so magical, really, isn't it? It's really special to
Okay.
have seen the sunset and then seen the sunrise and just the whole thing. And I think just the group itself is just such a lovely thing to have got together.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I'm here with Sharon now.
hi.
So, question I've got for you, Sharon, something that I've been thinking about all the way through the group.
Mm-hmm.
It has remained a women's only group, apart from me, obviously,
Yep.
providing the hill
You're
walking expertise.
An honorary woman.
Yeah, I have become an honorary woman indeed, yeah. I've had my nails painted and everything. So, why do you think that is? Why do you think it's worked so well as a women-only group?
I think kind of for women of a certain age, there's very few opportunities where you can relinquish the responsibility of being a mum, of being a wife, and I think this is the perfect setting for that, in that you get a group of women together who have, in this instance, not many of us know each other or knew each other beforehand, and it's just been such great fun bonding, taking responsibility for the hike in terms of navigating, making sure we've got all our kit together, and our kit together for us, not for everybody else in terms of the kids or partners or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a huge kind of sharing community amongst it, because everybody has said, "Oh, I'll bring this," or I'll bring that, and we've all shared things. So I think it's tremendous as far as kind of building each of us up as far as kind of our capabilities, our individuality, but at the same time the collective bonding that we have together.
Okay, so your husband Simon,
Yep.
and Nikki's husband John, and Rachel's husband John, and pretty much all the husbands
Yeah.
are very outdoorsy types.
Yes.
Could easily come and do this stuff.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Is there an element of the old man not being around?
There is, and again, it comes down to that. Normally when we go on hikes, I'll be at the back of the pack, rounding everybody up, kind of chivying on our daughter, and it's now the opportunity for me to take responsibility for all of those things: navigating, cooking, preparations, etc. And so it's kind of just a great experience for me to have and to share with them, and also to inspire them. So we're going family wild camping in July or August, and it's just like, yeah, I can hold my own, I can do this.
Brilliant.
So it's great.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bryony's got something that she wants to say. She wants to explain why she's not doing a piece to camera.
Well, I'm so overwhelmed that I don't know what to say.
That's good enough, thank you.
So, Paul, how would you describe your first night of wild camping with some wild women?
And you're seriously expecting me to be able to answer that? Can I just take this opportunity to say on the record that there is a small part of me that has fallen in love with every single one of you?
Thank you. And what about the rest of you? That's loathing. Thank you.
The rest of me can't stand all the nattering
And the laughing.
slow walking.
Good at slow walking.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much. We've had a brilliant
Thank
time.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Day 2,
Day 2, we're all ready, we're leaving.
we're all smiling.
We've had a lovely time,
Yes, thank you.
and now we can look forward to going home to our nice warm dry houses with baths and beds and stuff in. Yeah, well, if anyone's going to fall, here she is.
I know.
Yeah, Sharon's got to cross it without falling, it's safe.
That's all right.
You want a pole? I'm alright. Hey, lady.
Okay, yeah, right.
Okay, so we've done our walk. I spent yesterday, today and the whole night with these ladies. And quite frankly now they're getting a bit annoying. So I'm going to try the trick the other way. Let's see if it works. Oh yes, result. This is the bit where I talk about the route, give you its advantages and disadvantages normally. But in this episode, the route was secondary, really. The day one route was just set up to tire the ladies out slightly so they'd stand a chance of sleeping when they got in their tents, and the day two route was straight back to the car park. The focus of this episode was the wild camp, and as you can see, all the ladies thoroughly enjoyed it. For someone like me who loves introducing people to new outdoor experiences, it was very, very gratifying. If you're thinking of doing some wild camping, I'd advise you to start small, and I'd advise you to take somebody with you who knows what they're doing. But go out and do it. You won't regret it. All maps and 3D fly-throughs provided by kind permission of Ordnance Survey through their excellent OS Online application. Big thanks also for all music used in this video to mixkit.co, pixabay.com and upbeat.io. Specific song and artist credits can be found in the comments. These videos are designed to show you around the routes I walk in case you're considering doing them yourself. They are not designed to be any kind of hill walking training or guidance. If you need hill walking skills, obtain them in person from a reputable, qualified provider. Please don't attempt these walks without appropriate levels of fitness and equipment. If you don't have the required levels of knowledge and experience, only undertake them accompanied by somebody who does. You can find out more about me and my background and experience at my website, paulperambulates.co.uk. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Paul Perambulates. If you did, please subscribe and share.